Hello everyone, welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Guys, how are you and where are you watching us from today? We are really into this game of West Ham versus Manchester United. It's a big one for United because Man City has dropped points. And if at all they really go ahead and win this one, they'll be close to 3 points ahead of Man City in there. So something that United should be chasing on this season in there. Something that should be happening to United left, right and center in here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Now, as you see the title, it's all about the confirmed team news. West Ham versus Manchester United, and it's the pretty much build up in here, and I think you guys are really here to enjoy it. Smash the like on the video, comment and share, and I really want to see your predictions come through into the comment section below because it's confirmed that Sancho, Anton Martial, Danny Van Beek, Nemanja Matic are on the bench of a team which goes by the names of Manchester United. And who has started? You are really going to get to know into the very shortest period of time in here because the lineups are already out in there. West Ham versus Manchester United, confirmed team news is already out, and you already know that it's your man in here, Rokani David, who goes by names of arane, doing what he does best onto this so-called channel, and I'm the man in front of your screen, and I think you are loving what we are really broadcasting to you in here. So this is all what we have today. I really want to see you guys go into the comment section below telling me what you think about this game of West Ham versus Manchester United in there, confirmed team news in there, and what the manager is really, what the players the manager has really brought up to play into this so-called game of Manchester United versus the side which goes by names of West Ham in there for you. So we do this, by the way, every time there is a game in here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle. So now let's get straight into the so-called Manchester United lineup in there. In goal, United have brought a player who goes by names of David De Gea. Aaron Wan-Bissaka maintains his place as the right back for Manchester United. Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane are playing into the central back partnership of this game. Luke Shaw left back in there. He's one of the best that I've seen. Fred and Scott McTominay are back. I think this is the second time they are playing together into the midfield. The first game they played together into the midfield was a game when United was playing a side which goes by the names of Leeds, and United won 5-1. And today, let's wait and see. It is called McFreddy. It's a McFreddy combination in there that most people don't all hate to see. But trust me, before I really go there, I'm really going to bring up my own narrative of this so-called lineup for Manchester United. Greenwood playing off the right attacking side of the midfield. Bruno Fernandes playing in the central attacking midfield of Manchester United. Pogba playing off the left attacking side of the midfield. And Cristiano Ronaldo leading the line in there. Remember, in the first game that he played for Manchester United, the Premier League, he scored 2 goals. It was a brace against a side which goes by names of Newcastle. When we go to the so-called substitutes, United have Eric Bailly, Juan Mata, Anton Martial, Jesse Lingard, Diego Dalot, Tom Heaton, Jadon Sancho, Nemanja Matic, and Danny Van Beek. So those are the substitutes of a team which goes by the names of Manchester United as they play a side which goes by names of West Ham in there for you. Let's go to the side which goes by names of West Ham in there and see who has David Moyes brought onto the starting lineup of West Ham in here. David Moyes has brought Fabianski, Kofo, right back. Kat Zuma, remember, is a new signing from Chelsea, is partnering with Agobna into the central defense. Crosswell playing as the left back. Thomas Tuchel and Declan Rice, that is the down midfield pivot. Bowen, left right attacking midfielder. Ben Arima, central attacking midfielder, and Formals playing as a left back, so the left attacking midfielder in there, as Visilic leads the line in there for a team which goes by names of West Ham. When we go to the so-called substitutes, Yamalenko, Manuel Lanzini, Afonso Alhera, Craig Dawson, Mark Noble, Issa Diop, Brian Fredericks, Arthur Maswanku, and Alex Crowell are the substitutes of a team which goes by names of West Ham in there. So we all now know the teams that are really into this, and I just want really to see you guys float into the live chat below and telling me what you think about United taking on a side which goes by names of West Ham. The confirmed team news is out. I don't know your thoughts in there, but first and foremost for me, especially as a Manchester United fan and follower who supports United, I really I really think like there is an injustice that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing to certain players. One, Danny Van Beek. He should be starting into this. You are forcing Scott McTominay returning from injury and you're really starting him into this game. It shows us that a man who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not ready to come in and really help out, or sorry, use players like Danny Van Beek, because Danny Van Beek played very well in the game against Young Boys and he was really taken off the pitch and he was one of the best players into that game, and Ole never spared him. He really took him off the pitch. So it shows you that Ole does not trust Danny Van Beek, and questions are raised in here that why did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go ahead and prevent a man who goes by the name of Danny Van Beek from leaving to Everton on loan, because Danny Van Beek and his agent came out and said that on the D-Day they are processing a loan with Everton in there, and that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said, I'm going to use you, and he gave him confidence that you are really going to be part of my plan this season. And it's not happening. Even when players are injured, Danny Van Beek does not get his so-called playing time. Danny Van Beek came out and said that he can play as a 6, he can play as an 8, you get? He can play as a box-to-box player in there, and now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can't use him. Because I think there is no reason as to why we should play Scott McTominay and Freddie into the same position, yet we have another player who can come up and do better. To me, I think Freddie is off form. I don't know when the manager will come out and admit that Freddie is off form, because it's written all over the wall. It's written all over the wall. Freddie is off form. He's not on the form of his life. I had someone who really came out and commented onto this channel in here. He goes by the names of Joshua Elau Okora came out and said that why isn't Fred into the starting lineup, because into the predicted lineup that I did in there, I came up and really told him that I really put Fred out because he is off form and United is having very many players in there, and if I told you to put in Freddie, that means you are not performance rated. You are not a performance rated coach or manager, because if at all you are a performance rated manager, there is no way you're going to tell me that there is a game that Danny Van Beek was given and he performed badly. Each and every game that Danny Van Beek was given, he really raised up to the occasion. He performed very well and he really gave us hope as United fans in there. But this time round, the manager sits him down and he brings in a player who goes by the name of Scott McTominay, who has been from injury. I think would have been the best game for him to play would have been that game against West Ham in the midweek in the Carabao Cup. But in this game, we are supposed to play Danny Van Beek because he plays very well. You get? I don't know what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I don't know what Danny Van Beek has to do to see to it that he fits into the team of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really don't know. You people should go into the live comment and tell me what you think about what Danny Van Beek should do to come up and make it to the squad of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the starting lineup, because he has done it all. He has presented himself very well. I don't know what he's supposed to do in here. So I really leave it to you, because for me, I'm confused. Ever since he came in last season, he came in on his debut, he scored, he played very well. He's one of the best midfielders we have. I think Danny Van Beek should be on the pitch. Anton Martial should be on the pitch, because Sancho has been given his so-called run, starting in 2 games, not showing up. Then he was supposed to be benched. Yes, what Ole has done to Sancho in there is the same thing he's supposed to be doing to Freddie, because Freddie has been given games and he has really messed them up. You get? He has messed them up. Since 2019 until last season, Freddie was playing very well, but this season, Freddie is off. He's totally off. And I don't know why Ole is insisting on playing him, yet he has other midfielders in there. You get? So, to me, I really think Manchester United needs these players on the pitch if at all you're ready to compete for the title, because we don't, in the modern era, we don't need players who are work ethic. We need players who just use their brain to pass the ball. You get? A player like Danny Van Beek, where Freddie will run or Scott McTominay, for him, he'll just use that ball. Just a single pass like this will see him through. And I really told people that if at all Anton Martial, that day Anton Martial gets more minutes alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, you're really going to see a very different player altogether, because he likes playing with players who are really good on the ball and having the technique. You get? When he plays with Cavani and Mason Greenwood, You see the difference altogether, because their football intelligence is way up there. Rashford is a good player, but he's a work ethic player. He runs all over the pitch. That's Rashford in there for you. So to me, I really think it's not good to see to it that players like Antoine Martial have been benched in there. Donny van Beek is not getting enough playing time at Manchester United. I don't know what he's supposed to do to come in and really get playing time at Manchester United. I don't really know, because when you look at this team that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought, you can't come out and tell me that this man doesn't have a position into that team. There is no way you are telling me that Donny van Beek can't start into that team. You get? And all would have been like that if at all Donny van Beek really came out and said, I'm staying here to fight for my position in here at Manchester United. But the lad came out and said, I really want a move away from Manchester United, and you told him that he should stay, that you are really going to give him enough playing time. And is not enough playing time you said you are really going to give him? No, you are not giving it to him as you said. So why don't you play him? Because you really stopped him from leaving Manchester United. Yes, he's a proven player. I really like him. Everyone likes him, and he's the best that we've got. He's better than Freddie. He's better than Scott McTominay. And I don't know why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not playing him, because he is the best option we have. In the games like this against West Ham, where teams are really going to come out and chase all over us, you just know that if at all you want to create space, you need players who are really technically better than others. And one of those players that we have goes by names of Donny van Beek. So I'm just asking myself, when will Donny van Beek get his playing time at Manchester United? That's the big question. You get? That's the big question that I really want to see most of you guys go into the comment section and react to it as United really prepare to take on West Ham. I know United is going to win. Yes, I know United is going to win, but there are things that we are fed up of seeing at Manchester United. We are fed up of playing as the young boys in there. We are the big boys, and we should take the ball. We should take the ball to these so-called teams in here. Yes. We should take the ball to these teams. We look at the squad that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brought in. There is no way that shows that we are the big boys into this one. It looks like we've come here to sit back, get like 2-3 chances, because we've got a very good talisman who goes. Because we've got a good talisman who goes by the names of Ronaldo in there. We create one single chance, we'll come in and score it, because if at all you give Ronaldo like 3-4 chances, trust me, he's really going to come up and score 2 of those, and only one will miss him. You get? So that is Ronaldo in there for you. So all I can really let you know is that Manchester United is really into a bad situation because of the manager who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because of the way he picks his team, something that I hate to see. I don't really like what Ole is picking. I don't like it, because players that are really technically gifted are not really enjoying their so-called moment at Manchester United. Yet this is the time they are really supposed to come on and really enjoy, because if you are technically gifted, there is no way they are supposed to compare with you with a workaholic player, because all the technically gifted players at Manchester United, each and every time they've stepped up on the pitch, they've delivered. And I'm asking myself, what should a player do to play for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? That's the big question that is running into my head. What should a player do to play for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer like Donny van Beek? Because Donny has done it all. Each and every time he has really been given a chance, he has not disappointed. He has played very well, and he has really shown up. But the manager, who goes by names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has shown him that even if you do what you do, I'm not ready to put you into my team as you see it on the screen. I think there is space for Donny van Beek to play. There is space for Antoine Martial to play. When is Antoine Martial going to play? When Cavani and a player who goes by names of Rashford are injured. This is his best time to play and prove himself. He went ahead to play for a side which goes by names of France in the international break. He played very well, scored a goal, and he really did well. And we expected a man like him to come back and really play for United in there. And guess what happens? He's off the team. Ever since he came back from France, he's not starting. So this shows you and raises very many question marks as far as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is concerned. What's wrong with him? Doesn't he really like some players at Manchester United? Why is he treating players at United like this? Because I don't really think that we've really reached a level of not using players like Donny van Beek, because they're better than what we have on the pitch. They're the ones we are supposed to be really leading, showing us an example in here. But guess what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not doing that. He's not doing that. He's doing the opposite. And I'm 100% pissed. I'm pissed. I'm 100% pissed because we aren't using the players that are really good. Because in the modern game, quality matters. The quality of Donny van Beek, Anton Martial, in there, it's something that you really need on the pitch every time. And if at all you have technically gifted players, you don't need really to hustle a lot, because in just a single moment like this, in a blink of an eye, you'll see some magic from them. Greenwood, it's okay for him to start because he has proven himself in there, but I don't really think that a player who goes by the names of Freddie and Scott McTominay should be starting into this team of Manchester United. I don't see them starting anywhere if at all there is a very good quality and a performance-rated manager. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks like he's one of those stubborn managers who really feel like they want to prove people wrong. And let's wait and see. I really like him because I think he's the best performing manager ever since Alex Ferguson left. He has built up his team, and let's wait and see what happens in there. But I really feel like he is doing certain things that he shouldn't be doing to certain players at Manchester United. So thank you guys for watching it. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. I go by the names of Arade or Rokani David. So my prediction, I think United is going to win by 3-0. This time around, they're going to keep a clean sheet because people like Antonio are really away, because Antonio would have really caused some havoc at Manchester United defense because he's this so-called his physique. He really leaves a lot of energy in there, and I think they've played very many games together right now, some 2 or 5 games together. That is Raphael, Varane and Harry Maguire, and I think they are really picking up to a certain level in there, and I think they're really going to do great as United really plays a side which goes by the names of West Ham. Let's wait and see what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team really gives us today, because we feel like we should win this one and really get back on the top of the table and be ahead of teams like Chelsea and a team which goes by the Man City, because Liverpool looks like they are already into the run. They don't want to lose a single game. So if at all teams are acting like those, that shows you that we should up our techniques in there, and our technically gifted players should be onto the pitch. I don't know what you guys think about this so-called match build-up of Manchester United versus the side which goes by names of West Ham. Smash the like on the video, comment and share. Feel free to tell me you're watching in from, and your reaction and prediction will be well awaited into the comment section below. I'm out for now.